Hello, Garland Nixon here. Going to make this a fairly short video. You know, I can be quite wordy, but we got some interesting things going on. Just want to show you guys some things that's going on behind the scenes that certainly indicates some level of panic. Let's talk. Hello, Garland here. Just want to show you a little, I want to do that every now and then, show you some of the things that are going on behind the scenes that make you question things like election interference. There are very subtle ways that election interference can happen. As you all know, we all stand strongly against interference, election interference. We don't want all of the countries that, are conspicuously that the neocons consider our adversaries are constantly accused of election interference. So God knows we don't want the Russians, the North Koreans, the Chinese, the Iranians, I guess the Cubans probably, and the Venezuelans, maybe the Nicaraguans. Did I miss any? I know there is a list of countries that are on the poop list, and all of those countries are regularly accused of interference, and God knows we are opposed to election interference of all types. In fact, we have to thank YouTube, and because YouTube's doing a fantastic job of stopping election interference. In fact, I am here to commend YouTube for the job they're doing to stop election interference. And what I'd like to do is give you an example of this fine work that's going on by YouTube to stop election interference. For that, I'm going to let you take a look at my own YouTube. So what happens, we're going to go in and Garland Nixon's going to show you where the sausage is made, right? So when you, as a YouTuber, right, you make a video and then there you monetization, right? And you see all the views and how many likes and all these things, right? And one of the things you'll see is, let me get here, monetization. See that right there? This video is being monetized. Now, occasionally, and see, here's the latest video I made. Thank you, YouTube, for the monetization. And that's a great job. I certainly appreciate it, right? Good work. But every now and then, there will be some content that's over the top, horrible stuff, unthinkable stuff that could cause panic and sow discord. And God knows we don't want to sow discord. So for some reason, YouTube chooses particular videos and says, no, there's no way in the world that this can be seen. This kind of horrific, unthinkable act cannot be viewed by mankind. And right now, I'm going to show you two particular videos. Let's go inside and see what's happening. The first one, and if you'll notice, look at this. All of everything monetized, all except for a couple. Let's look at the ones that have been demonetized, because I set them all up to be monetized. Let's look at the ones that have been demonetized and see if we can figure out maybe some common theme or something like that, the ones that have been demonetized. Who knows? I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure they're looking at them and they're doing the right thing. Let's go. So we see all the normal stuff. And let's see, here's one. For some reason, they demonetized this one. Electoral disaster. Polls say woke warmongers are in deep trouble. And what do we got? Let's look. Limited. This video may earn limited or no ad revenue due to content identified as not suitable for most advertisers. We use a combination of automated system and human reviews to detect violations of our advertiser-friendly content, right? So that's limited due to ad suitability. And the name of it is Electoral Disaster. Polls say woke warmongers are in deep trouble, right? Now let's go and see. Well, maybe everything else looks good. We're rolling along here. Oh, here's another one. Limited This video may earn limited or no ad revenue due to content identified as not suitable for most advertisers. We use blah, 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 bliggity, bliggity, blah, right? Let's go back to the beginning, to the first one before we do that. On, good, how things in the Middle East, blah, 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 blah. Electoral disasters. Polls say woke warmongers are in deep trouble. Ad suitability. Certainly, we wouldn't want people. Thank you, YouTube. We wouldn't want people seeing unsuitable stuff, would we? I mean, come on. We know that YouTube's going to do the right thing. Thanks a lot. Electoral disaster. Woke warmongers in deep trouble. That's one that can't be monetized. So they demonetized it. Let's see. Out of all the other things I talked about, here's another one. Oh, wait a minute. Why are Black voters abandoning the Dems and or voting for Trump? And that one is, oh, wait a minute. This video may earn limited or no ad revenue due to content identified as not suitable for most. So isn't it interesting? All these videos I did, one after the other. And look at this. On. Restrictions, none. The two that we find are restricted: electoral disaster. Polls say woke warmongers are in deep trouble. How did this happen? And let's find another one. Oh, wait. Why are Black voters abandoning Dems and or voting for Trump? For some reason, YouTube was really wise enough, and we are fortunate enough that YouTube has decided that they will protect us from certain things. But so let me say this about that. One may argue that, oh, yeah, but Garland, they're still showing the video, right? They're still, people can still see it. They're not stopping people from seeing the video that we know of. And that they're just, looking at that saying, look, maybe people don't want to be involved in things like, for some reason, relative to the election, because everybody knows there's no videos being made on YouTube about the election. You know what I mean? I mean, certainly we want to protect people from videos about the election, don't we? I mean, God knows we don't want people to see any videos about the election. Thank you, YouTube. Oh, wait a minute. Trump's MSG rally draws comparisons to 1939 pro-Nazi rally. News about Adolf Hitler, Donald Trump. Trump said, I need the kind of generals that Hitler had. Okay, so they're protecting us from all kinds of bad stuff relative to the election. Now, let me say this. The only argument, so one could argue that they are doing a fine job protecting us from misinformation, disinformation, or you could simply say, yeah, they demonetized it, Garland, but they let it play. So, hey, no foul. What is it? No harm, no foul. The whistle didn't blow, the flag didn't fly. Nobody got a red card or a yellow card. So, metaphorically speaking, from a sports metaphor perspective, your video's still playing, so they're not stopping people from seeing it that we know of, right? But here's the other side of it. In that there are a lot of people on YouTube that's what they do. That's the way they eat, right? I mean, think about me, even me right now. They shut off Radio Sputnik, which shut off, some of a significant stream of income for me, which means that this is kind of, YouTube, Rumble, Rockfin, things of that nature. Those are nice enough maybe to send a couple beans on buy me a coffee or whatever is that's what I'm doing full time now. And that's going to help me to continue. So what happens? Here's the insidious part of it. So YouTubers will tell you, when you demonetize a video, the message is clear. It has a chilling effect. The message to this particular YouTuber is, hey man, if you're trying to eat, making that kind of video ain't going to get it done, right? That we don't like it. It's that we don't want it to happen. That, of all of the you can make, I'll put it like this. What YouTube has said to me is, Garland, you can make every single video like that, every single, and you may get hundreds of millions of trillions of billions of views. You ain't gonna make a penny. So no matter what, and let's face it, we all got to eat, right? You know what I mean? I mean, let's face it, you can look at your favorite YouTuber and because, there was a time when I was on Fox or wherever the heck I was on, but because I'm not there and I'm doing this, you're not going to make what you're making in the big time. Trust me when I tell you this right here. You can make a few scraps and maybe every now and then, you can get some beef jerky to chew on or something like that. You can have duck shadow soup and things like that, things of that nature, right? You ever heard the old jam sandwich? Take two pieces of bread and jam them together, right? All those, those kind of jokes. But my point being this: YouTubers, for the most part, ain't getting rich doing this, right? They're just trying to make it, crossing their fingers, hoping they don't get demonetized every other day. And when any particular video is demonetized, the YouTubers are going to look at it and they might even tell their buddies, man, do you believe that they demonetized me for this or that? And what happens? It has what's called in law a chilling effect. The message is, don't do this if you want to make money, and you'll be in my bad graces. Because let's face it, if you get demonetized for that, you have to fear that your entire channel could be demonetized, right? So the message is clear. And when we look at that, we look at all kinds of stuff. How about this? Here's something. Lawrence, a vote for Jill Stein is a vote for Donald Trump and mass deportation. So luckily for us, YouTube is kind enough to protect us from some election related videos, apparently. There's some stuff they don't want us to see, and they simply demonetize it and they send the message to the YouTuber. Don't do this, or there will be a price to pay. I am not in any way implying that YouTube is involved in election interference. And I'm not implying that they are. I'm simply saying, in my opinion, sure, it was probably AI. I'm sure they had there was no person, nobody sitting around just saying, let's, sure. It's simply purely happenstance, probably an accident, probably a bad piece of code written into an algorithm. We certainly know it would be wrong if YouTube were to say pick a candidate and then be involved in demonetizing and shadow banning any particular content to benefit one or the other candidate. It'd probably be Trump, actually. I mean, let's face it, YouTube, if in fact there was anybody they were trying to help, no question it'd be Trump. So this couldn't really be YouTube trying to help anybody. I'm just saying. How's that? I'm just saying. Get the point? So thanks a lot, everybody. This is going to be a real short one. Share this on all your social media platforms. Have a wonderful time. And of course, follow me on Rock. I'll say this more than ever. Follow me on Rockfin. Follow me on Rumble. And all of your favorite YouTubers. Follow them all on Rockfin. Follow them all on Rumble, because at any given time, some of their best content, some of the stuff that you would really like to see could be shadow banned on YouTube. You're subscribed on YouTube. I got a email from one of my subscribers recently that said they had been unsubscribed from YouTube repeatedly, and that when they came back searching, it was hard for them to find me through searches and things of that nature. So, I'm not saying that YouTube does any of this stuff deliberately. I'm sure they probably just have some flaws here and there in their algorithms and maybe in their code. And perhaps, errors happen, things happen. Not saying that YouTube is up to no good, not accusing them of election interference. In fact, I'm standing up saying YouTube stands for justice and the American way and things of that nature. So don't demonetize me, YouTube. You got it. Thanks a lot, everybody. Share this on all your social media platforms. I think people should see it. Peace. I think I may do another video. I might not be able to do it on YouTube though. But something else is very interesting, and that is I've been searching Facebook a lot lately because I keep getting these accounts. And they look alike, and they're a friend. I'll be scrolling and it's like, hey, here's your friend. And I'm like, why is this person a friend? I've never sent this person a friend's request. I have never received a friend request from this person. I don't know them. And then I'll go check, and it kind of looks like an AI account. And it's all pro stuff that Kamala Harris, and it's all anti-Trump. And I'm like, isn't that weird? And a lot of them are like digital creators. I'm like, why does I see these accounts that come up as friends and they all look just alike and they're all set up just alike? And I don't know these damn people, and I never made friends of mine. And when I click through their friends, most of their friends are the same. It's almost like some AI program is creating a bunch of pro Kamala accounts on Facebook and putting them in people's timelines and setting them as your friends when they ain't your damn friends. And they all look just alike in one way or another. They have conspicuous similarities, I'll put it to you like that, which would mean that Facebook is involved in insidious, clandestine election interference if Facebook's really doing that. But we know they're not. Just like YouTube. I'm just saying, sometimes an algorithm goes bad. Do you ever see The Matrix? Probably agents. The agent who goes crazy and tries to take over the Matrix. I'm no doubt YouTube and Facebook are dealing with the same thing. Those poor guys. I hope things get better for them. Peace. Share this on all your social media platforms. If you can, follow me on Telegram, on Rockfit, on Rumble, please do that. If you can afford to donate on Patreon or buy me a coffee or one of those, PayPal, whatever the case may be, even Cash App, certainly appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I'm out.